makes the shadows proud.
Greetings and salutations to one and all. I hope everyone's tip-top, fantastic, and had a brilliant week. To be honest, I've had a pretty damn good week. Thank you for that, Jason. That is courtesy of the punk rock guitarist. Craig did all the intro and music, and yeah, that I'm not capable of that. That's all on the punk rock guitarist. He's the music guru. So yeah, great work, Craig. Thank you very much as well. And so yeah, my week. After I went live last week, we got into the garden, smashed out a heap of weeding and trimming and cutting, and yeah, absolutely brilliant. So a massive thanks to my eldest daughter and her fiance. I'm not wearing the brace tonight. I should be. I went to the physio on Monday and got a full breakdown of he explained to me what's actually wrong with my wrist. They did some testing, and your dominant hand is supposed to be 10 to 15% stronger than your non-dominant. Mine is 20% less than my non-dominant hand. That's how bad the synovitis is in my hand. So still managed to work work 4 days this week. Sorry, not all week. Breeze tones, while I'm thinking of it, the custard Malone, let that sit for at least 4 weeks because it was fresh made, mate. So Adam, yeah, just put that in the cupboard for at least 4 weeks, mate, while I'm thinking about it. So yeah, I managed to work all week, had an offsider with me all week, which was brilliant. We got a heap of work done. I know I'm not the boss of you, but I'm advising you. Take it that way. And if you want to vap it straight away, that's your fucking business. You can do what you please. It just won't taste as good. You drank it. Oh, fair enough. I don't think I need that light. I think that's a bit bright. That's probably a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, so got a heap of work done. Last Sunday, I also went up and caught up with my great mate, Tony P from Zero Mods. And I picked up 2 new mods. Well, I bought 2 new mods. Like I said, I buy them. I don't get given them. One is I had another full murdered out version 02 I picked up. And something that we are going to go over tonight is the new 0B2. And this is what we're going to go over. The new Boro mod from Tony. this is its final iteration, but I did actually have not an issue. I won't say it as an issue, but we've had to fine tune something. That's all. So they are basically open for purchase now. So if you're interested, like I said, I'll do a full strip down of it tonight. I'm going to build a Vapeshell for it, and I'm also going to build the Kennedy RDA and put it on the Bonza, and I'll also give you my final opinions on the Bonza mech. So that's the plan of attack for tonight. It's the usuals. I'll go through chat. I'll have my buffet, and so yeah, that's the way we're going to go about it tonight. So yeah, that's where I'm sitting. I'm a update on my wife. Really starting to climb that that mountain now. She's doing much better. Thank you very, very much. I'm really, really proud of her. And Jane, like I said last week, Sandra has used the calming and the sleep assist every single day, every single night, and it is working. Thank you, Flavour Craver. I appreciate that. So yeah, get on to Shytots and seriously have a look at the other stuff other than e-liquid that Jane makes. It has really helped my wife, and thanks, Taco. It's I'm really, really impressed with it, and I'm really happy that it's helped her. May not help everyone, but I know it's helped my wife, and that's the only thing that I can say. Like, the only validation I can use is personal experience. So yeah, Jane, we're really glad that it's helping, and again, thank you to you. The 02 breeze tones is an absolute belter. Both the 02 single battery mech and the 0B2, the boro mod. But I will go over the boro mod tonight. So anyway, let's go through a roll call. What I think of it: thumbs up, thumbs down. You know, the usual shit, like, subscribe, all that crap. So if you can do that for me, that does help it. And why not start it on a good note, and we will go that one. That's what happens when you cross a butthole. You get run over. So first butthole of the evening, keeping the AVS tradition alive. Let's scroll back up to the top and go through chat. Tim No Zebras, my brother across the ditch, finally got his first. So he's a happy camper this morning. Good morning to you, Tim. I hope you're well, my bro. And then we've got Robert Lawyer from the mean streets of Philadelphia. Appreciate you being here, Robert. Thank you very much. Hope you are well. Then we go down to the Scottish savage that is Coyle. I hope Coyle and Mason are both tip-top and fantastic. It just reminds me the camera just reset itself. The little Welsh git that is Unicorn Blends. Hope you're well, my mate. Cheers for tuning in. Thank you very much. A man that really doesn't need any introduction. Sawteel. And Jason, I've used the RDA for Vaping V2. What you said about it in your review, absolutely banging, mate. Thank you so much for doing that review. It helped me out immensely. Thank you for that, Jason. And cheers, brother. I'm always around if you need the gas bag, mate. From Sawteel, my sweetheart, Aileen Bell. Good morning to you, darling. I hope you're tip-top, fantastic, and have had a wonderful week. Breathe. Dead Node Vapes, brother. Keep on keeping on, mate. You're doing well on your Instagram and your YouTubes. Keep it up. Like I said to you before, man, just when you put the music on, watch your levels, man. It's, yeah, you kind of get blasted. So, but Dead Nodes, hope you're well, my brother. And thank you for tuning in. My beautiful big sister, Jane Dowd. I've already said thank you very much. I'll reiterate it again. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And I say our, meaning Sandra and I. Yeah, God bless you, sweetheart. And Dead Nodes, I told you, Shytots is pretty fucking good shit, man. So from Dead Nodes, we keep scrolling down and we get to Free Rider Vapor. He's got no minions with him tonight. Apparently it's too hot for the minions. They've fallen by the wayside. Gareth, cheers for tuning in, brother. I hope you are fantastic. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you, all of your support. It makes me feel good, and I hope you guys enjoy it. From Free Rider, Leander Mangan. God bless you, sweetheart. Hope you're fantastic. Thanks for being here, and hope the family is well. Cody Vogler, g'day, mate. Cheers for being here. Thank you. Voorhees 1031, mate. Family's doing really well. Hope you and yours are the same, and I do appreciate you being here. Dave Watman, Handmade Coils. A fucking genuine guy. A genuinely great guy. Dave, I've had a chat with Dave or two during the week. He's been busier than a one-legged man at the bum kicking contest, making all the coils for a retailer. So I hope you're well, bro. And the missus too, by the way. From Dave Watman, we go to my little sister, the Purple Princess, Vapor Bunny. Darling, hope you and Darren are fantastic and the shop's doing well. I'm really hoping that that's happening for you. Excuse me. From Vapor Bunny, we keep going down. We keep going down, backwards and forwards. Good morning, Brian Ferguson. Afternoon for you, morning for me, evening for the UK. Love how there's all different time zones. It gets confusing as fuck. So, but Brian, cheers, mate. Hope you're well. Thank you for being here. My little brother, the punk rock guitarist, I'll say good morning to you again, because like every week before the stream, I chat with Craig. He keeps me company while I'm setting up for the stream, setting up devices, because I re-wick everything fresh for my stream, just the way I like to be. So cheers, my little brother. And I hope Ezra is behaving himself now. So from Craig, we scroll down to Takagawa. Greetings and salutations from the blinders, mate. Hope you're well, Taco. I hope everything's tip-top in your world. From Taco, the Vaping Snowman, Mike Frost. Hope you poor bastards hasn't melted away. Thanks for and cheers for tuning in. From the Snowman, we go down to where we get to Miss Nikki V. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Miss Nikki. Thank you for tuning in. I think it's the first time that I've seen you. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy what I do. From Miss Nikki, the wire wizard that is Breeze Tones, all the way over there in Radelaide. Hope the fam's well, Breeze Tones. And you can drink that liquid because it's not adulterated. So enjoy it whatever way you please, mate. Dylan Savinelli, hope you are well. Hope you're not melting over there in Wales. And if you stay away from the sheep, you'll be pretty safe. Won't be as hot and sweaty. And I can say that because my mother's Welsh. So, Dion Troy, Dion78, g'day, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you are phantasmagorical. And I know Flavour Craver, my fam. Love you guys to bits. Hope everything's great there for you guys. I have got a couple of ModFog dedicated juices this week, or Flavour Craver dedicated juices, as I do most weeks. So in the buffet, but great to have you guys here. Thank you very, very much. Bangalore Vape Adam, my subcontinental brother. Hope you're fantastic, mate. Cheers for tuning in. Other Sean 666. Busier than a one-legged man at a bum kicking contest. Your daughter not have karate tonight because I thought you didn't get home till about 9 o'clock. So hope you're well. Hope the family's well, Sean. And cheers for being here. From Sean, we keep scrolling down. I think I've pretty much covered everyone now, unless we've had a... Oh, no. We've got Scotty Wood. How's your back, mate? Hope you and Michelle are fantastic. Great to have you here, Scotty. Thank you very much. Then we've got Cloud Chucker. I can never not say Choud Clucker. Hope you're fantastic, my mate. Cheers for being here, and I hope you and yours are well. Steve OCD, thanks for being here, mate. I do actually have a squirter in the buffet tonight. I dragged out an old girl, so cheers. Thanks, Steve-O. Hope you're fantastic, mate. And Steve-O, are you going to go live tonight your time? Let me know. JVJ. John the Vaping Joker is here. We can all relax now. JVJ's here. Needed to have JVJ here so I can relax. Hope you're fantastic, my mate. And a one-legged man at a bunk kicking contest. That is you, Coil. That is 100% you. I just want to see you chase Mason around the living room. I'm an evil fucker, aren't I? I don't care. Got to keep the AVS vibe going there, Bangalore. 100%, my bro. Then we go down. Good evening, Alex Sandervape. Hope you're well, mate. Cheers for tuning in. Thank you very much. Love how that buzzes. Put a low resistance in it and full noise it. It's called a buzz box for a reason because it actually does buzz. And keep going down. White Walker. Evening, you fucktard. Hope you're well, man. And I got everyone now. Cool. Excellent. So thank you very much, all of you, for being here. Excuse me. Have a sip of coffee. Got to adulterate. Keep these dulcet vocal cords moist. What have I? I've missed something there, JVJ. And I apologize for missing that. I'm just scrolling back up. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. 14 years out of a staffy's a pretty long innings, even though it's very sad, but you don't let an animal suffer. You know, it's, I remember my heart's still broken from when I had to put my little dog down a number of years ago. And like, he was 17, you know? So yeah, man, I feel for you, mate. Honestly do. Oh, other Sean, Winter has decided to stop karate. So you got three evenings back to yourself. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough, man. I miss the days where I had to run my kids around, but I don't miss the days as well. It's a bit of a double-edged sword because, you know, you like being involved with your kids, you love being around, but you also like to have a little bit of time to yourself. So yeah, man, I get it. So yeah, big condolences to JVJ, man. Yeah, it's a horrible thing. A mate of mine went on a cruise. He got back to Australia just early last week, and he had to do the same thing. He had to go home to euthanize his dog because she was, she was one, she was long lived, but two, she was very poorly. So it's a horrible thing. On the subject of dogs, my middle daughter decided that they were going to buy or rescue a dog, I should say, and they got now they already have an English Staffy, so they rescued this American Staffy, pure white. Pure. I might have a patch or two of black, but basically a white American Staffy. So you can imagine American Staffy and an English Staffy terrorizing this townhouse that they own. It's like a whirlwind. They've been sending me videos of the two dogs running around upstairs, downstairs, running around the lounge room. It's hilarious. And then they're both absolutely exhausted, and then they just collapse on the lounge. And my daughter might be lying on the lounge, and then the one dog's at one end, the other dog's at the other end. It's quite funny. I enjoy watching it. I haven't been to their house since she's got the new Staffy, but it's going to be a cyclone. I can see it happening already. So, that's been pretty much my week. So we might do it a little bit early, and we'll cut to a buffet.
Neon haze in the night sky, clouds rising high. Plastic kings in a vapor dream. Vapor fair, let's see them marks. Show me the glow, show me the gods. Vapor fair, where the brave exhale. Blow that storm, blaze that
trail. Okay, and here we go. The stalwart, the 0S with the Voltrove 38 and some paired from Shytots. That is an everyday, rock solid, it's a staple, an absolute staple. Then I have the 0B, the original boro mod that Tony made. In it is the Tita Tite X bridge. And I have absolutely no idea where that drip tip come from. I just got to fine tune this focus. There we go. That's a bit better. And in that is some crimson seed from the Rochford project. So not bad. Won't say it's brilliant, but it's not bad. I have been rocking this setup all week, non-stop, all week. Can't say enough about it. Watching the footy, Josh, mate, understand. Mate, I even put a squirter in my buffet tonight just for you, you bastard. I am going to build a Kennedy for it. I want to put a Kennedy on it. So that's the plan tonight, that I will build a Kennedy and stick it on this. While I'm doing that, I will discuss my opinions on that. Still using the Easy Dripper. It's actually pretty convenient. I must say, it is really convenient. And in that, I have the Lcious Strawberry Swirl. So cool. Oh, Brian Enoch, I didn't say hello to you before too, mate. I apologize for that. Great to see you here, brother. Thank you. And I'm squirting for two of you. Yeah, there is starting to get some patina on their dead node. So I've got the method with the with the early bird turnstone really small. And in that is some Welsh custard from ModFog. Just for the squirters out there, just for the squirters, a rig mod mech squonk with I'm pretty sure it's a Zoo RDA on top. Craig will correct me. Haven't used this for an age, so I thought, why not? And some bottled Violence vanilla custard. So, yes, squirt, Steve-O. Absolutely. Zoo 1 RDA. Thank you, Craig. I do appreciate that. Craig should know he's the one that sent it to me. So, yeah. The rig mod, it's mechanical, but is it really? Because it actually has wire in it. So to me that's not a to me that is not a full mechanical. I know it's pedantic. There is no, well, technically there's no circuitry in it, but look, it is what it is, and I still bloody enjoy it. Then the buzz box and the turnstone full size. This is, yeah, this just, I wondered why that tasted like shit. It's so turned down. Oh no, it's not. It's turned right up, you fucking idiot. Yeah, Mike, I agree. White Walker, I agree with you. That's just an unregulated. It's not a mech. No, you can't say semi-mech. Semi-mech is like saying semi-pregnant. You can't be it. So it is just an unregulated. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, it is a historical piece, Adam. So Taco loves squirters. So, yeah, got the buzz box. This is at full noise. 12.5 volts, triple series. In that, because I do not manscape, I've got fluffy nuts. So, and last but not least, the Atlas from SteamCraft Creations with the Anunnaki on top. And the only liquid that I've really ever put in the Anunnaki, the Boysenberry Jam's gone. Now, this shit is just the tits, as far as I'm concerned. It is definitely the punchiest of flavors. I'll just flip back over cameras. It is definitely the punchiest of flavors out of all of the Lcious. And the Anunnaki just really fucking works. So I hope Tim does do a 30ml variant. Really hope he does. Yeah, thank you, Mod. Thank you, Mike. It's a hydro dipped one. Like, the thing weighs fucking nothing. It's a full acrylic resin body, whatever it is, and just with your top and bottom contacts. And the hydro dipping on it is yeah, I love the pattern out of it. It's fantastic. So that's my buffet for tonight. Dead Note, saying that it's, like I said, I have a thing about using the right nomenclature for something. People use, say, semi-mech. I'm not having a crack at you. It's just me being me. But you can't be, you can't have a semi-mech. It's either a mech or it's not. It's either a mech or it's unregulated. And yeah, it's just a very small thing, but that's just the way I am. I've had stand-up arguments with people over it, and it's just the way I am. So for me, a mechanical mod must have no wiring. It must be just battery to contact. That's it. That's how I describe a mech, a mechanical mod. If there is any wiring in it, then it becomes an unregulated mod. For example, the Lungbuster. Now this, I'll just flip back over cameras. Brogan Lee, good morning to you, sweetheart. I hope you are fantastic. So this is a unregulated series box that, as you can see, has got wiring in it. There is no controlling power. You just get full power from the battery. But this is a quad series. White Walker, 100% that statement. Taco, there is plenty of 21-700 mechanical squirters. I own a few. Yeah, and I understand that 18650 drains very quickly. The trade-off is size. You know, the rig is a 2700. So the Kennedy, where's the Kennedy squirter? I can't even remember myself now. I can't remember if this is 21 or just going to have a look here. Oh, yeah. If you could ever find one of these, this is the Kennedy 21-700 mechanical, and that is a full mechanical squonk mod. And Taco, you could always talk to Zero Mods in here, and I know he will ship to the EU. The Zero SQ, that is a 21-700 full mechanical squonk mod, and this, without a doubt, is the best performing single battery squonk mod I own. No if, buts, or maybes. I was actually having a very, very open discussion with Tony about contacts. Now, yes, contact material does there's no gaping. There's no gaping in it, White Walker. It's just that I haven't got the atomizer screwed down. What your contact material is made from is important, but it's also the contact patch. And a lot of people forget that. Mike, there's no gaping in that. Like I said, I've just got the atomizer wound right up. Just so you... There you go. Flip back over just to show you. Yeah, absolutely. And it's an adjustable 510. Oh, hello, my stepbrother, Marky Hughes. Hope you're well, my mate. Thank you for tuning in. Because the reason why Zero Mods performs so well is twofold. One, it has pure silver contacts. And two, you have a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter overlap on every mech that they make, for the exception of the boro mod. The way that Tony's designed all of them is that your contact patch is massive, and that's why they're conductive. And other mods are not quite as conductive. It's just because of that contact patch. So Taco, you can speak to Tony through Facebook, Instagram, and if you can't get hold of him because he doesn't have a website, if you can't get hold of Zero Mods AU, let me know and I'll make the introduction for you so you can get in touch with him, because Tony's work is fucking brilliant. And hello, Neil Pitts. I hope you are well, my mate. I hope you are fantastic. So, First up, I'm going to build the Kennedy so I can go through, put it on the Bonza. And, oh, that's right, Steve-O's birthday. Happy birthday to a Steve-O. Cheers, mate. What are you, 21 again? I hope you're, mate, hope you have a, that's right. You said that earlier in the week that you're doing a birthday stream tonight. So, mate, yeah, many happies, bud. Rajan Sagu. Hope you're well, bro. That hurt. That's dry. Well, going dry. AM Gaming PC. G'day and happy to have you here, my mate. Hope you are well. 21 again for the 24th time. Hey, mate, I'm 21 just with 36 years experience, mate. So, yeah. So that makes you, is it 44 or 45, Steve-O? So yeah, so I'm going to build the Kennedy RDA. And I screwed that down too hard on that. So a copper Kennedy, going to stick it on the copper Bonza, 45. Many happy, Steve-O. AM, yeah, you guys are getting lambasted over there. I understand that. It's horrible. I was talking with the punk rock guitarist about it. Your country is just not built to take heat like that. So different for us here. You know, we're more spread out. We're acclimatized to it. And our houses are built around it being fucking hot. You know, so I get it, man. You poor bastards are melting. So anyway, I'll do a quick reset here and we will get building on the Kennedy and put on my gynecological glasses, as Coyle calls them. Phantasmagorical. And let's flip over cameras. Here we have it. I've got the boro bolts set up for the Vapeshell for the 0B2, and I'm going to use some SteamCraft Customs for the Kennedy. And I'll take it off that one, stick it on my little one, my little bearded Viking Customs. Because this is the stand that I love to use to build with. There we have it. It's just something about this that I don't know, it just fits in the hand well. Now, again, these were a set of coils that I was going to use last week. And they are indexed already. Actually, you know what? I won't use the index set. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I'll use the index set. Yeah, I've already done these and I did them myself. Shit, that's the first time I think I've had them come out straight away. So grab a little hex driver. I think that's the right one. No, it's the other one. Yeah, there we go. Open up the holes. Nice and wide open. I probably should zoom in a bit. And get some fine tune that. There we have it. These are going to get stretched a little bit because the post holes are fairly, well, not fairly wide, but they are quite open on a Kennedy. Oh, that was close to losing it, Birdy, you idiot. And these are aliens, so where's my little coil jig? Sausage fingers strikes. So I'm sit that in there and just do a little bit of spreading. There we go. He's going to make these coils up a wee bit. I know that. But that's okay. We will make it happen. And I'm going to pre-cut them. You've asked, did you fill in there? Come out. Yes, thank you. And got you out. Doesn't want to stay in there, does it? Might have to spread that a little bit. Just going to give that a little bit of a pull that way. Probably should have used some SFCs in this. And I'm going to cut this one the same. And just give that a bit of a spread while I'm sitting here before I try and put it in. And cut that bit off there. That went flying. That was a definite watch your eyes. So I do know that there is only 3 bits here now because one went flying across the room. There's one. And I'll go in there. And in there. That leg is probably a little bit still too long. And in we go. We'll do some fine tuning once it's all in and tightened down. Oh, Taco, that is fantastic news, my mate. Congratulations. I know what that feeling is like because this was the first house that I had ever purchased. So it is an absolute wonderful feeling. Get rid of those offie cutties. Straight into the bin. Yeah, it is an amazing feeling purchasing your home. It will be fantastic, Taco. I know it will be, mate. Like I said, when Sandra and I bought this place 5.5 years ago, for me, from someone who was a gypsy his whole life to actually having a place where we were settled down, it was our name on the mortgage. It was an absolutely incredible experience, mate. So, yeah, I was as nervous as a cat on a hot tin roof. MTL HC, great to see you, my mate. Thank you for tuning in. And yes, the Kennedy spread does hurt. I usually like to use things like SFCs in the Kennedy because they're just a wider coil. But share the love between my two favorite, shouldn't say that, share the love between my two supporters of my channel, as in SteamCraft Customs and as in Dave Watman Handmade Coils. And on that note, I suppose I really should have the banner running, supporting my supporters. Then the supporters are Shytots, Zero Mods, Lcious Flavours, SteamCraft Customs, Flavour Craver / ModFog, and Dave's Coils. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I do appreciate you all. And John Solomons, great to have you here, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hang on, just coffee break. And I was too late. That's gone cold. Yeah. Okay, now what do I do with that build mod? Oh, there it is. So let's get this lit up, as they say. So just get that onto the world's most beaten up Odin. Just give that a little bit more light, I think. Yeah, that's a bit better. I'll just double check those grub screws. 1 and 2. And I'm being a naughty boy because I'm actually using a metric hex key set, not an imperial. And we don't want them at 37 wattos. So we'll take them down to about 20, 22 will do. So here we go. And we're firing away. I should move my chair bloody closer. I can see what the hell I'm doing. Now that's a little bit out of focus, isn't it? That's better. Let some of that gold color come in. Just pull that one back a wee bit. Right over the top of that beautiful Kennedy airflow. And same again. Pull that back a wee bit. Continuing to make sure they're not touching. So, oh, Dave Watman, you're kidding. Congratulations, my man. That is fucking brilliant. You lucky, lucky, lucky bastard. Well done. And no one deserves it more. Between you and Neil, I am so happy for you guys. That is great news, Dave. Well, I suppose you have to be in Facebook to do it, and I'm not in Facebook, so. All right. They're starting to colour up, give them a little bit more power. Just taking it up to 28 watts. We're still firing, yep. There's a little bit of a hot spot in there, I can see it. I think there's one in this side too. No. Let's go on. Good gangbusters. Let's take them up further. 37 watts will do. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Glowing beautifully. Absolutely stunning. That's the difference with having really good coil makers in your corner. Very rarely do I ever have an issue with either coil makers, as in SteamCraft or as in Dave's Coils. They are so good to pinch and pulse. Even with some of the really wild shit that I get Dave to make me, I've never had an issue. Even some of the ultra low stuff, they always come in beautiful. Look at that. Sexy AF. All right, let's kick up some serious power. That'll do. Actually, I should just double check resistance. Yep. Beautiful. Well, we will let them cool down. So, Davo, let us know. I'm just going to flip over cameras for a sec. Davo, let us know, mate. What rock mod did you win? Was it the Swordfish V2 or something else? All right. See you later, Sean. All the best, man. Oh, that was you that sent me the message. Righto, Davo. Oh, you jammy cunt. Am I allowed to show it, Dave? Walking with Mick, you can keep your pods, mate. But great to have you here, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Davo, am I allowed to show it? You tell me, man. If you say yes, I'll show it. Yeah, man. Cool. Righto. Righto, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. That is, mate, I was jealous of Neil's win. I think I'm actually more jealous of this one. Slick Pimp. Hashtag replay crew legend, mate. You're well, brother. And Mick, you and your free shit hunting can jog on. Comes with a matching turnstone. Oh, giddy up. Mate, that is absolutely fucking spectacular. Good on you, mate. Congratulations, Dave. I am so happy for you, mate. Genuinely happy for you. That is brilliant, brother. So anyway, let's and I assume that was on Facebook. Yes, Jane, definitely needs a red tip for Wayne. Definitely needs a red tip for Wayne. All right, let's get some Cloud9 happening in here and put me Anthony Ramella's back on. Otherwise, I can't see shit. Look, we got a fresh tin. Woot, woo. That Cloud9 goodness. Light and fluffy. Well, Wayne, it's a red mod. It's got to have a red tip, mate. Got to have a red tip. That is just standard issue, mate. Standard issue. Just peel a little bit more off that because it's a little bit thick. Oh, yeah, lovely. Lovely. Take off. Oh, that's a bit too much. Take it off a bit there. Absolutely spectacular. Oh, no, it's got to be red, Duchess, just to annoy Wayne. Has to be red, mate. But you're right. You could put black on there. And good morning to you, Duchess. I hope you are well, mate. Certain movements with my hand just really are a bugger, honestly. It's just touching the deck. Lovely birdie. Oh, you've had a bit of a poppy nap there, Duchess, have you, mate? Good on you, buddy. I've been trying to avoid poppy naps because I've actually found that if I don't have a poppy nap when I get home, I actually sleep better. So I've actually managed a couple of semi-decent nights sleep. Still wake up for the middle of the night old man pee, but hey, that just goes with the age. I'm probably giving breeze tones conniptions with these flyaways, but there we have it. One to go. And done. DUN, done. What liquid am I going to put on this morning? You know what? It's right there in front of me. We'll do a bit of the Lcious lemon tart. No, Duchess, it's a 25, my brother. It's the Kennedy 25. And it's going to go on the Bonza Pro. And then I'm going to talk about the Bonza Pro. After using it literally all week, except for while I'm at work, it has been an absolute stalwart. I used it all day Saturday, pretty much all day Sunday, and then coming home from work. So it's actually gone through a fair bit of testing. I will say that I have only used the one RDA on it, so hence why I'm trying it with the Kennedy now. And while I'm thinking about it, drop those wattages down because that's way too hot. 25 on the money. Well done, me. GT feckin' twin cam. Hope you're well, mate. Great to have you here, brother. Oh, right. Yes, because now that it's cooled down, it wants to change resistance on me. Of course it does. I think I did get some of them down the stovepipe there. Some drippy action down the stovepipe. Anyway, let's get that cap on. Snap. Oh, that's where I've scratched that fucking copper drip tip. I just want to check that resistance to make sure it hasn't jumped. And we go to settings, we go to atomizer, we go to measure. No, and we're staying stable. Phantasmagorical. Alrighty, let's flip back over cameras. And we will get this onto the Bonza. Change that beauty ring, obviously. And just sit that on there. Put that over there. Get out the 25mm beauty ring. And back the battery off. Graham O2, g'day, mate. Hope you're well. You're on about early, mate. So take the 28 ring off. Put that back over there. Put the 25 on. Oh, those threads are just divine. I know Tim No Zebra's got the black one. He said the threads were nowhere near as good as the brass one. And I don't know if that has anything to do with because Duchess, it's fucking freezing here, mate. What is it? Thanks, Dead Node. And what is the temperature here at the moment? Let's have a look, see. 5 degrees C, mate. So yeah, that's why I'm rugged up and I've got the fucking heater going. Because this bird is no penguin. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. It's too cold for you, Tim. You don't want to type anything. Anyway, let's have a flip over. So we'll zoom this back out a bit. So that's what it looks like with the Kennedy on there. And look, you can definitely see the patina. That's not been out of the box except for show and tell. And look how that copper's starting to patina. Australia is not a... So... Giddy up. Giddy up. So we'll flip back over. Do a little bit more drippy action. I like the look of it on there, mate, to be honest with you. Because I was originally going to set it up with the Kennedy on top. And you guys all wanted the Cali, so I put the Cali on. So, but I held off till tonight to build the Kennedy. Anyway. That Lcious is just, that lemon tart is spectacular. Haven't had it for a bit, probably a couple of weeks. But yeah, that is just absolutely gorgeous. Graham, makes two of us, man. I wish my bills were make believe as well. Really do. Anyway, here we go again. And that's not a really, really low build. But I have been firing it. It is copper. It's getting warm. And yes, I've over dripped. Straight out. The Bonza. I'll talk about it now. Like I said, I've used it all week. It does not affect me. And that the only thing I think they could have done differently is lined it. If you're going to pick any fault in it, is that it, not in my opinion, but I can see for other people that would possibly want it lined. You can't beat a good tart free rider. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. God bless them. That's my only. I won't even say it's a criticism. I'll say it's an observation, because lined mechs don't worry me. You know, that's the only thing that I would say. The copper hits as good as any copper mech that I own. I will say that. Are you currently sucking off the Centenary Mods Versailles RDA? And it's, must say, she's definitely ticking your minerals. Love to hear that, Josh. Good on you, mate. I deliberately went for the copper GT because of performance, because I wanted to compare like for like. And it is literally as good as conductivity as anything that I own that is copper contacts. It is super comfortable in the hand. It does have a bit of weight to it, but like I said last week, it's something that I like. I like heavier mods, and it's comfortable in the hand, whether you hold it with, fire it with your index finger or you fire it with your thumb. I know I'm reiterating a lot of what I've said last week and I've said during the week on Instagram, but it's just a good, solid mod. Thundercloud, and Bogan have done. Yeah, well, I can't argue with you there, Mike. I really can't. Yeah. Suki, great to have you here, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look, White Walker and Duchess have both said it. I'm surprised that it wasn't there, that it wasn't lined and there wasn't a lining in the top cap. So, yeah, I'm very surprised at that. It's, like I said, for me, it doesn't make a difference. More than probably 80%, 90% of my mechs are not lined. But I'm exceptionally pedantic about battery wraps. And so, yeah, it surprised me that it's not. But that would be my only, and I don't like using the word con, but that's my only thing that I can say about it. Other than that, the lock works perfectly. The performance is incredibly good. I know I didn't gush over it last week. I deliberately didn't gush over it because every man and their dog was going to. But it is and bang for buck for the price of it, it's fucking exceptional. You know, what do they start at? Like something like $100 US. That's bloody cheap for a well-made. And I'll say well-made at this stage because I've only had it just over a week. You know, and Neil Pitts, that's a yes. That's a big fat yes, unfortunately. Yeah, it's existing. Yeah, I need to put 8 stacks on it, Tim. Now, we had the discussion about positive up, positive down, particularly because this is an open bottom cap. I would not be definitely would not be comfortable putting battery positive down on this. I know it vents that way, but I would not be comfortable with it because it's an open cap. So yeah, being hypercritical, the liner would be low on the wish list. It is. It, like I said, to me, it means nothing. But I've got to, I've got to say it because so many people are careless. That's why. And I'll draw an analogy with zero mods. The original zero mod was not lined at the top plate. But when Tony did the 0-2 to protect people, because a lot of people are dumb, let's be honest, and or careless, whichever way. So he did that to protect people. So, Mike, I can understand your sentiments. You'll stick with the infinite. Sorry, you can stick with intimate as well if you like, but you're only going to be intimate with yourself. So I like this because it's top fire. I find top fire very comfortable. Yeah, they'll be wanting a 510 on it next. Walking with Mick. Yeah, look, you're never going to please everyone. That's all there is to it. And people just find something to whinge about. So, yeah, look, I'm very happy with it. It's copped an absolute caning all week. And with the resistance that I'm running, it does get a little bit warm. But I'm running a low resistance. And Mike, yeah, you like it. Fuck what you say. Yeah, you're right. It's individual preference. I like the top fire. I think the top fire is very comfortable, very natural, like the Atlas is. It's a top side fire. So yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy with it, and I'm very impressed, particularly for the price point. The price point on it is really, I think, is really exceptional. I'm just going to put that beauty ring away while I think about it, so I don't lose the bastard. Oh no, that's it. Don't want it anymore. Just broke the tab on the lid. Just no, the tab just clicked off. Mate, your Tampax are behind your ear to remind you of the cunt that stole your pencil. There you go, Mick. So I'll do a quick reset on this camera, and we'll have a look at the 0B2. GT, yeah, 100%. The Chaos, and I've got the copper Chaos, and the fire bar is low, the fire bar is thin, and it is a much stiffer press. So I've got to agree with you. Anyway, time to go spelunking, and let's flip over and let's have a look at the 0B2. So I have tested this. I have used it. So if there's any juice or anything on there, it's purely because of me. Because I had to test it. And like I said, I did find, like I said earlier, it's not an issue now that it's been remedied. So the 0B2. Yeah, Mike, I know your sentiments. Okay, so when Tony made this, it does come with a flush nut. That's as closest matching drip tip that I have, and it's because I like this style drip tip. As you can see, B2, there's your branding. There's no other real branding around the top or the rest of the body, but underneath. And yeah, GT. No, I still use boros, mate, but I just build them according to me. So the only branding that Tony has put on it is underneath, and venting is there at the bottom because this does run positive down. So to pull it apart, it's a split. Now these are N50 neodymium magnets, and it is actually marked on there for positive down. You have the reset. I'm pretty sure it's a reset reset 510 in here, so it is adjustable. It does not have a, oh, thank you, Suki. It does not have a lock, right? But what you can do, and I'll just show you here, this is not built, right? You just screw that your flush nut down. You just back your 510 off, and you can, there's your lock. You can't fire it because it's not making contact. So you can lock it just by pulling it apart, and then when you want to go to use it, just tighten up your 510. So that's what I didn't show, was there is a little bit more branding in behind. And I didn't wind that out enough. There is a little bit of branding in there, 0B2. It is, I think the branding's on point because it's not in your face. Now, as you can see, with that retaining nut up there, and there is your top contact. So you can get a cloth in there to clean your top contact. Again, I've used this pretty much all week. Zero arcing. These magnets hold incredibly strong. But with that retaining nut style there, it would be very awkward for you to take that top contact out. You could do it, but I do think you'd need a specialized spanner for it. But being that it's solid silver, not silver plated, a quick wipe over of that contact and you're done. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the top half. Here is the bottom half. One of the things, Mike, you said you don't like that fire button placement. I can understand that. But this fire button doesn't press like that. It's actually hinged. So it's hinged at the bottom here. And I will show you. So it presses at the top. So no matter where you hold your hand, whether you hold it down low and fire it with your middle finger, or even if you hold it really low and fire it with your index or your ring finger, because there's also the other side of it is there is so much airflow going on, there is no restriction. So you've got airflow from the side. If you've got side airflow bridges, you've got airflow, more or less unrestricted airflow from the front. And so, yeah, pretty much wherever you hold your finger, you are not going to choke the airflow. Now, to get your contact out, you need to remove that block down there. And was that my wife messaging me? Sorry to interrupt. And I'm just going to double check it. Oh, no, it's me mate Luke. So I'll just put that over there. So to get that out, ouch, what you do is you sit a screwdriver in, like so. Yeah, point taken, Duchess. Pull it back, and it's out. There you go. And your contact comes out with it. So I'll zoom in as close as I can. And as you can see down the bottom, that is hinged. You can see the hinges down there. Big Jembu and Skylar, great to have you here, darling. Thank you very much. You can take that out. It is a little bit of a dick to get it back in, because you have to get it out, you have to hold it at a bit of an obscure angle. You sort of like have to hold it about a 45 and then pull to one side, and out it comes. All right. So there you have it. You can see that it's hinged at the bottom. Now, to put it back in, you've got to hold it on a bit of an obscure angle. I'm going to try and do it with tweezers. You've got to put it in one side. And you've got to, yeah, this is why I hadn't taken it out. But you've basically got to put it in on an angle and then stand it up. So I am going to probably take this off camera to do it, because I can't see shit. And so I do apologize for that, peoples, but that's the way it's got to be done. And like Tony admits that it is a bit of a bastard to get back in, but realistically, you don't really need to take it out. And this is why I wasn't going to take it out, because I'm going to start swearing in a second, and I can see it because I have fucking fat fingers. And you've got to get the angles right. If you don't get the angles right, you ain't going to get the fucker in. fuck you, Tony. You told me not to take it out. He did warn me. And you've got to hold it at a specific angle to get it in. And because I'm a dumb fuck, this could be taking some time, people. Sorry, guys, about this, but yeah. Because you've got to get it. And now I know where I've got to get it. Oh, son of a bitch. Tony did warn me. He did say to me, it's a... And because I've got, like I said, I've got fucking fat fingers. It is a bit difficult. And once you get it, you get it. There you go. Once you get it, you get it. And that is the first time that I've taken it out. So, yeah, so as you can see, it just pivots. So it's on a hinge. All right. And you see the rail that your bottom contact sits in. Again, solid silver. Yes, it will be the first and last time, Gem. 100%. Now, what we struck was the angle here. Tony had it more standing up. I had to bend it back this way. And as you can see, it is curved, so it matches your 510. Okay? It is done so it gives you a very good solid contact. And because it's hinged, when you press this back, it actually hits flush. It's not a hard edge. So I just had to manipulate this bend a little bit more. It looks a little bit uglier, but it works better. So all you do is slide that in. And as you can see, it's sitting in there. And then you get your locking feature. What do I do with that screwdriver? And as you can see, the retaining tab has a curve. So that goes towards the button. Well, exactly, Gem. So what you've got to do is that curve actually corresponds with a curve that's actually set into the contact. So when that sits in, it basically sits like this. So it creates a support down low to make it spring back. So and again, being silver, just wipe it over. So I'll drop that back in. Make sure that's sitting in the right place, because it's all recessed in there for it to sit in. And again, you put this in on the angle, and once it's in there, it snaps into place. And so there you have it, all sitting back in place. It's got an internal butt plug. That's the one, Mike. So that's how it works. Like I said, any moisture that's in there is from me. So anyway, I'm just going to flip back over cameras so I can pour myself a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to build that bridge, the Vapeshell bridge. It is a bridge that I really enjoy. I will say I haven't tried it with the Seren yet. I I wanted to try it with a bridge that I know relatively well. Not that I know many bridges well. I will say that. And now I might be able to see something. So have a cup of coffee, have a vape, reset that camera because I'm waffling. And then we're going to build the vape shell. Fuck me, that's hot. It burnt my delicate little mouth. Just for you, Tim. Duchess, it's a bit of an acquired taste. Mech boros, I will say that. I prefer them. Tim's asking to be blocked. I don't think I've ever blocked anyone on YouTube just because you lot would all take care of them. I don't have to, and I can really fight my own battles as well. So, yeah, it's mechanical. If he blocked me, I've got to send him the omen. Well played, Tim. Well played. So, yeah, we will build this little fecker. Like I said, I'll reset that camera. Tim, that omen is never leaving, mate. Like I said, the only way that omen leaves is if I decide to sell everything. Anyway, time to go spelunking. We'll flip over cameras. Get that little world's most beaten up Odin. And me building boros, we all know that that's a laugh in itself. I'll just zoom it back a little bit. Like this has been around for years, this bridge. So don't really have to go over the bridge. Very simple. Take the base off. Yeah, that's very true, Tim. There isn't that much water between you and I, brother. Me and my fucking fat fingers. So, an adapter. I might actually put a little bit of a restrictor in there because I'm running one of Dave's boro bolts, which is only like 0.32, I think it is. 0.32, aren't they? Yeah, 2.5, 0.32. So I'm going to put a little bit of a restrictor in there. And because this wide open like this is 4 millimeters, let's take it out. Because I remember watching a review on this, and Mark Todd said that he had trouble getting those restrictors in because they sit up the top here if that contact pin was in place. And I tried it and he's dead right. Absolutely dead right. I tried getting one in there the other day just to have a Bo Peep, and I couldn't get it in there with the restrictor in with that positive post tight. So there we go. It's tight. That's a 3 mil restrictor. So we'll put the adapter on. Beautiful. I don't know if this makes much variation. Actually, Jim, I don't think it would. It's only a 3-hour flight. That's right, to Sydney. I don't know. Can anyone tell me if that adapter makes much difference to to resistance. And yes, Adam, boros agreed. Majority of what I run really, really low. So I'm just trying to educate myself here, mate. So to be honest with you, those little boro bolts, so, and what do I do with that? Is that the right size? I think that one might be a little bit, that one's too big. Never heard that in my life. As you can see, one of these grub screws is pretty flogged out. I will say, I got this second hand. It wasn't brand new. I know I got it out of a job lot. As you all know, I don't use a lot of boros, so fuck me, I got that in first go. Damn. And sit that somewhere in the middle. And Tiggerton this one up. And Tiggerton this one up. Yeah, they're both caught, I think. Yep, both caught under there. Nice. Go, Birdy. Each adapter has its niggles, Adam. Thank you very much. I know the Voltrove one is really bad for giving a false high. The Voltrove's absolutely shocking for giving a false high. Ha, shocking. Get it? Pun. So get in there. Cut that off as close as I can. Get that in there and cut that off as close as I can. Just get a little flat blade screwdriver and make sure that there is no... Oh no, I got that one dead set. Fuck, I got that flush. And that's insulated there, and I've cut that one off flush enough too by the looks of it. Fucking go me. All right, that's nice and German girl. And so we go down to power. Now these are starting out at 0.3. Take them down to about 12.5 watts. I know it's not centered, so we need to pull this back a wee bit this way. Maybe a little bit more. And let's start the firing process. Probably need to change that angle a bit more too, just quietly. Make sure not touching. No. Just got to get that angle of the dangle right for the cotton. Gem, I'd need to live on the surface of the sun to get enough fucking charge to run the batteries that I run. There's a little hot spot there. Another one under there. I think I've got it all. Oh no, a little bit there. I think we're fucking good. Oh no. All right, there you went. Righto. I think we're good. We'll just do another resistance check. We'll let that cool down because I reckon that's why it's up a bit high, because it's a bit hot. Still think it needs to go that way a bit more. Just making sure, trying to make sure it's really centered over that airflow. So it's saying 0.34, but that coil is hot, and like I said, it's sitting where it's sitting on an adapter. Just finding my little off-cut pieces that I use for boro. Let's have a look, see how this is going to feel through there. Probably still a little bit thick. Oh no, that feels nice. That feels nice. Yeah, pretty blues, aren't they, Duchess? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's have a look, see. Just give that a very light little bit of a thin out. I am running a 70-30 because I'm going to use some of Grandma's lemonade. Never tried it in a boro, to be honest with you. I'll be fucking disappointed if it crackles, Tim. It'll be my fucking luck it does too. I've never tried Grandma's lemonade in a boro, so I don't think I have. Beautiful. And I think from memory, because this is a bottom fed, perfect device for it is it Flavour Craver. Oh, I love it on a mech, so because this is bottom fed, you've just got to tuck it in. I use the dot shell more than I use this because I've got a couple of, well, the dot shell actually lives in the Vapon Royal i3, and I vape that every day because I can run custards and that in it in the house without Sandra getting the shits because of the power. So hopefully I get this right. Just sit it on those hollies. Right. Grandma's lemonade, where'd I hide your bottle? There you are. Just get this nicely saturated before introducing any heat. quick fire pulse there just to get some capillary action happening. Okay, let's have a look, see what that measures at there. 0.33. Sit that on top. Oh no, there's a bit of cotton sticking out there. I saw you. I saw you. Make sure there's none sitting out that side. There we have it. Name slap, the name slap. And measure. Nah, we're good. We are good. Come on, get off there. Thank you. And of course, I pull that fucking positive post out. Put ton ever. Obviously, over tightened it on the mod. Now I've got to get this post out. Or 510, I should say. There we have it. Make sure that positive block stays in. Only thing I would say is I would like to have seen a little bit more threading on your positive block. That's the only real criticism I would have. And it is the Vapeshell tank. Ta-da. Ta-da. Done. Right, let's get this in there. So yeah, well, actually, I've just noticed something. If you've got a side fill tank, you would have to take the tank out. That would be a thing, I'd imagine. Yeah, side fill. You'd have to take the tank out to screw up that, snug up that contact. And fill her up without hopefully ending up fucking too much liquid everywhere. I think that'll do. Probably about 3/4 full. Let's give that a bit of a wipe over. Looking good. There you have it. All in, all set up. That's snugged up. Get a battery. Drop a battery in. Now, here is something that I have noticed on this. Might be time to replace that battery. When you go to put it on, the magnets want to pull you into the battery, as you can see, right? So you just got to hold it steady and slide it down. No crackle. Should always take the tank out. Okay, Adam. Yeah, like I said, I'm not. You've got a bucket load more experience than me in this. Hang on. Nice. Righto, flip back over. Flippy ovary. Everything's kosher. Me just being pedantic. Just triple checking everything. Fresh TV. Great to have you here, Dougie. Yeah, it is an awesome little bit of kit. Like I said, I've been using it all week, but I was using a different bridge in it, obviously. I was using the Tita in there for it. Yeah, because what I found with that bend that was in it before was that it wasn't the switch wasn't returning back, the button wasn't returning back properly. Now that I've bent that fiber, the bottom contact over, I'm not getting the buttons returning back to neutral position properly. So it's only a very, very, I said it was a very minor thing. Put that adapter back before I fucking forget. Okay, if I work out what I did with the tin. Oh, there you blind old fart. Put that adapter back in there because I've got a bad habit of losing shit. And I've got, what are they, Adam? Wicked V2. I've got two Wicked V1.2, sorry. I'll rephrase that. Wicked 1.2 that I don't even have I've got to try and find the adapter for it because I can't use them. But it's no big deal because I don't really, I don't use a lot of boro, so it's no big issue. And I got more than I need. I got way more than I need. So, yeah. Flavour Craver, it's nice in this. I'm actually getting probably more of that tartness out of this than I do out of a mech, but I do prefer it in a single battery mech. I am going to say that. Yeah, I much prefer it in a single battery mech. There's probably more of the tart coming out in the boro than it does in a mech. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just a thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yes, it is definitely sweeter in a mech with more power Flavour Craver. But it's still very nice in here, don't get me wrong. But I get, I suppose, more, for want of a term, more freshness out of it in a mech. But as you can see, Mike, I'm firing it with my middle finger, and it's quite comfortable to hold, even though I'm holding it up. Yeah. Happy days. Happy days. So, now I just got to change this over and show this again because Thundercloud graciously gave me the discount code for you guys to use if you want to use it. So you've got mech 666 gets you a free emblem with any mech purchase, or you're putting Gary in the discount code and it gives you 3% off all your orders. And I know that the Gary gives you 3% off, and that's indefinite at this stage. I don't know how long the mech 666 is going to last with Thundercloud, but Gary is more of a long-term thing. You just got home from work, Ginger Bearded Vape God, great, mate. Pull up, relax, grab a beer, and have a vape, mate, and unwind from a long day at work. Because God knows you fucking earned it, mate. Looking after people is a very, very, very draining job. I know I've been more drained this week because I've had an offsider mentally than physically. Not because they don't know what they're doing. It's just a case of that I'm responsible for them. And when you're responsible for someone, that is very, very taxing. So, nice cup of tea and a vape. You do that, brother. You enjoy it. You enjoy it, mate. So, well, I think we've had a pretty good sesh tonight. We got the Bonza, the 0B2 Boro mod with a Vapeshell. I've got McKennedy. You can't look after yourself, Dave. Hey, neither can I, mate. That's why I married up. So, got McKennedy on my Bonza Pro. Love this. And seriously, Kennedy's just the GOAT for me. It's just the absolute GOAT. But on that note, I am going to call it a night. Cheryl Demers, you had a nana nap. You had a nana nap, Cheryl. And just when I'm going to just going to wind it up, my darling. Well, that's very disappointing. But thank you one and all for joining in. I do appreciate you all. If you haven't liked or disliked the video, can you please do it on your way out? I would appreciate it. But you guys all have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Take care. Much love. And most importantly, be safe. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you all next week. Good night. God bless and take care. Bye for now.